Bad little flex, she wanna know me. I stay low key, all gas, no brakes, baby, let them hoes sleep. Body on tip.
Hey y'all, so I am back with another video and I am going to jump right in. I'm starting off by pushing back her eponychium, and now I'm going to come in with a cuticle bit and just go around the back of that nail to try to detach some of that dead skin that is on the nail plate. Once I do that, I'm going to come in with my sanding band and just etch the surface of that nail, try to remove the shine. It looks like I'm going in, y'all, but I'm being very, very careful. I'm using very light pressure and I'm making sure that I get any of that dead skin that the cuticle bit did not get, and I'm only removing shine. She does have a very little bit of acrylic left on there, so I do go over that, but when it comes to her natural nails, I am being very, very careful. Of course, our nails have layers to them, and you do not want to be fouling off layers, okay? It's just a very, very light buff. Then I'm going to come in with my hand file and just shorten up her free edge. I'm being very careful too because some clients have a extended hyponychium, and that is the skin that grows underneath your free edge. So you have to make sure that you're not filing into that, or you're not going in and clipping that off, because baby, that little piece hurts under there, okay? So you want to be careful when you're doing this part also. So once I have that done, of course, I'm going to go in and apply my tips. Now, the tips that I'm using are the long coffin tips. I just recently got these off of Amazon and I have been loving them. You see there, I'm coming in and adding my dehydrator and primer, but I barely shaped these tips, y'all. These are pretty much as is, and I'm kind of in the wind when it comes to tips, y'all. For a long time, I was liking just the straight ones, but now I'm liking the C-curve ones. So you'll never know how I'm feeling next week. So here I'm coming in and I'm going to start my design off by applying my little butterfly stickers. I'm going to be adding these to the ring finger and also the middle finger. And I'm going ahead and doing this one first because this one is pretty much going to be a clear nail. So while my monomer is fresh, I want to go ahead and get that one done first so I don't have to worry about reapplying my monomer and so on, blah, 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 blah. Now I'm coming in and I'm also going to add a little gold charm butterfly. Getting fancy up in here. I used to use these all the time and they've just been sitting in my drawer, haven't been getting any attention. So I decided to bring them back, okay? I used to love encapsulating any and everything, but I haven't done that here lately. It's just kind of been all about gel polish. But these ones, they're super thin, and that is so good when it comes to encapsulating it. So before I even placed it on the nail, I kind of bent them just a little bit so that way it can fit on the nail and it won't be the sides won't be sticking up. You know what I'm saying? It'll kind of go with the curvature of the nail. So for these butterfly nails, I'm basically going to be doing them a ombre, I guess you can say. So I'm going to start off with my nude color, place it at the center of the nail, walk that bead down, and then I'm just going to blend it through. And when I blend it through, I'm making sure to kind of stop it at a certain point. I don't want to bring it, of course, all the way down into my clear tip, but I still want you to be able to see those, butterflies and the little accents that I put in there. So I'm being very intentional about how far I blend that down. Then I'll come in with a second bead and apply that at the cuticle area and blend that through to my first nude bead. Now I'm not trying to build up any strength with this. I'm pretty much just going to apply this as a thin design, and then I'm going to cap, and from my capping with clear, I'll make sure to put in my apex and give it all the strength that it needs. So once I have that nail done, I'm going to move to the middle finger and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to lay down my nude color, get that ombre going, and then I'm going to jump back to the ring finger, and then I'll start encapsulating all of this. So to start encapsulating this nail, I'm going to take a medium-sized bead, place it at the center of the nail, point her finger down, and allow that wet bead just to basically fall down towards the tip. Now I'm controlling this by taking my brush and just patting in the sides, and that's letting it stay pretty much where I want it to be. I don't want it falling all over the sides. I just want it to fall straight down and over those stickers. And I'm doing it like this because of course it's a clear nail and I want to have some clarity. And to get that, I'm going to use my acrylic more wet, and I'm also going to try to not touch it so much at first. I'm going to just allow it to go over the nail, kind of guide it to where it needs to be, and then once it already starts drying, then I can start molding it and forming it into the shape that I want it to be. So this bead right here is going to be the beginning of my apex bead. So I'm going to place that there right at the center of the nail, blend it through, and then I'm going to come in with my cuticle bead, apply that at the back of the nail, and then what is ever left I'm going to blend into my apex bead, and that's just going to make it even more stronger. Now since these nails, the beginning of them at the tip only started with the stickers, so I need to add a little bit more clear to that tip. So I'm just going to pick up a small bead, place my brush in reverse, and then blend that bead down. Okay, so for the rest of the nails, I'm going to be doing them all nude, except I'm going to be adding a little glitter cuff. Now, I have seen this before a long time ago, but here recently, I feel like I have been seeing it a lot more. And I really do like how it looks. So it's basically just a little cuticle area kind of glitter situation going on. I don't know, but I like it, okay? And this is my first time really doing it. So I'm just kind of winging it as far as technique. So I've already started with a thin clear base, and now I'm just coming in with some fine glitter, and this is a mix of three. So I have like that aqua blue, I have a iridescent one, and then I have a little gold one, and I just mix those all in. So I applied that glitter, and now I'm going to do a very thin cap over that just to be sure, because like I said, this is my first time doing it, and I just want to make sure that I don't end up filing none of this glitter away. So I don't want to bring this all the way down though too. Like I said, it's only like a little cuticle area effect. I want to keep it there. So I'm also going to do that on the pinky and then also on the thumb. Once I have those all done, I'm going to come in and start building in my nude color, and I'm pretty much going to do it just like I would do any other nail, same technique. So I'm going to start with a medium sized bead, place that at the center of the nail, and then just start walking that down towards the tip. I am going to make sure that I blend out the back of that bead first. As you can see right there by that glitter, I want that to be very well blended. I am going to come in and slowly build up that back area with some more nude, but every bead that I place, I'm making sure to blend it out very, very well. That is the whole point to this. You want your glitter to be blended underneath, and you want to be able to see that, so you have to create that fade with your nude. So once I place down that first bead, I'm going to come in with another bead. This will be my second bead for my nude. I'm going to place that right on top of where I started the first bead, and then I'm going to, same thing, I blend out the back and then blend it through. And then for my next bead, I'm going to take a small bead, place it back there, not bring it up all the way, but allow it just to fade into that glitter. And I think next time I try this, I'm going to try to bring my nude down just a little bit more. I know that glitter is only supposed to be a cuff, but I really want to be able to show more of that glitter next time.
ex, she wanna know me. I stay low key, all gas, no brakes, baby, let them hoes sleep.
Alright, so once I have that nude filled all in, I'm going to come in with a small clear bead and just cap right there at the cuticle area, and then what is ever left, I'll bring it down into the nude. I'm not worried about capping the whole nail. I just want to make sure that I have that glitter sealed in good. So that is pretty much it for that part. Here are the nails just with application, and then here they are after they have been filed and ready for design. So for my design, I'm going to be using some gel polish. This one is from Nail Reserve, formerly known as Nail Addict. And I'm telling y'all, it is the season for gel polish. All these designs require all this gel nail art. And honey, I'm here for it, okay? I also got some other colors, some pretty much must-haves that I needed in my collection. I need those purples, blues, pinks. You can't never have enough of those colors. So it's good to have a variety of all of those. So for this design, I'm going to be doing a Frenched outline. So I'm going to make my center outline first, and then I'm going to come around and do the edges of my coffin, pretty much kind of just box it in so you can see that clear design coming through.
When I come in town, you should slide on me. Keep your minds on me. On try, baby, I think you should side with me. Stay solid one time if you lie with me. Just promise you never lie to me. Keep the moves on tuck. I know it's all love.
And I'm also going to add some clouds to this little party here in the center. I should have did that before I even did my little outline, but you know, no worries. I'm going to go in, fill just a couple of those in, and then this nail is done. Oh, and for these clouds, you see I came in with my dotting tool, made a few dots, and then I just spread the rest of that to the bottom half of my little cloud. Now I'm coming in with a nail art brush, and I originally always come in and apply some acetone on that brush and then kind of just fade that cloud out. But I found that if you just use a dry brush, it works even better. So that's how it goes when you're doing something over and over again. Sometimes you find different ways to get a better result out of that, and I find that using the dry brush, I really like the result better than with acetone. So for the rest of these nails, I'm going to just add a simple French to these nudes. This set, I didn't want it to be like too much, so I even thought about leaving the nudes just bare with the glitter because I liked how the little glitter was showing, but I was like, no, let me add more color to this. So to do that, I'm just going to make my outline first of my French, and then I'm going to fill it in.
Never lie to me. Keep the moves on tuck. I know it's all love. Everything good. Keep the vibes on crush. I know it's all good. Know it's all love. Know it's all love. I've been feeling like the motherfucking man lately. Can't nobody do it like I can daily. Baddest in the lattice in the land. Body turn your nigga to a fanny up. Fanny up. I made it where I'm at on my own.
And that was it for this set, y'all. Pretty simple, pretty easy to do, but still very, very cute. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see y'all in another video. Bye.